The meditation that the speaker will share with you in this video is a meditation for the 7 chakras. This meditation should be done with the appropriate music to stimulate each different chakra and thus make it easier to feel it present. The type of music is slightly different to each chakra. Meditation starts from the first chakra and reaches the 7th. At the beginning of the meditation, you will hear the sound of a gentle bell, which indicates the beginning of the meditation. The same bell will be rung again to indicate the chakra change. So, when you hear the gentle bell, it means you need to move to the higher chakra. Inside the music is an additional bell with a louder sound. This has 2 functions. The first function is to help the mind return to the moment. If during meditation you became distracted and find yourself completely identified with the thought, this should will help you to come back into awareness and no longer be identified with the thought. The second function is to stimulate the chakra to which the music refers. The physical location of the chakras is as follows. The first chakra is located at the base of the spine in the perineum. The second chakra is located in the lower part of the abdomen, just below the navel. The third chakra is located between the diaphragm and the navel. The fourth chakra is located in the heart. The fifth chakra is located at the base of the throat. The sixth chakra is located in the head between the eyebrows, a little higher. The seventh chakra is located not in the physical body, but above the head. This meditation lasts 1 hour and is divided into 8 parts. The first 7 parts last about 7 minutes each, while the last part lasts about 10 minutes. This meditation can be done at any time of the day or night, but when you choose the time you are doing this meditation, you must always set yourself to do this meditation at the same time. You also need to meditate every day. You cannot meditate sometime when you feel like it. Meditation must be done every day. The stomach must be completely empty. A minimum of 3 hours must have passed since the last meal. If the meal was light, 2 hours is enough. It is best not to drink tea or coffee before this meditation. Thein and caffeine are the same thing. That is unexciting. This creates tension within our body and therefore in our mind. The tension created by caffeine or thein is located especially in the stomach, where the third chakra is present. Sit on a chair or with your legs crossed. The important thing is to keep your back straight but relaxed. The whole body must be relaxed. Otherwise, it will be difficult to perceive the presence of these chakras. You can sit with your legs crossed. Try to give a circular shape to your position. In this way, you will lose less energy and it will be easier not to get distracted and to perceive the chakras. The first 7 parts of this meditation are done sitting down, while in the last part you lie down on the floor. If you live in cold climates, lie down in a place that is neither cold nor too soft, so the bed is not good. During this meditation, it would be best not to move for the duration of the first 7 parts, approximately 50 minutes, but only if it is possible to do it in a relaxed way and without creating tension in the body or mind. If you have to change your position, do it when you change chakra. Exhale slowly and in the meantime change your position slowly. Try to synchronize the breath with the movement. This means that you start the movement the moment you exhale and finish the movement before you inhale. The moment you sit down, start the music and close your eyes. Then it starts from the first chakra, which is located at the base of the spine, in the perineum. Try to feel the presence of it. The music will help you. You do not have to focus on this area. Feeling the presence of the chakra and focus on that part are two different things. If you concentrate on the perineum area, your concentration will disturb the chakra and therefore you will not feel any sensation. If you are aware of this chakra and do not concentrate, you will experience different sensations which may be tingling or throbbing or other sensations. Do not identify with the sensation. Otherwise, it will become concentration and all will be useless. Being that you are not concentrating, often you will get distracted. That is, the mind will start thinking and after a few seconds you will find yourself completely identified in the thought. So you will forget what you are doing. For this there are in the music the sound of a bell with a louder sound. This will help you return to the moment and resume your meditation. These distractions are completely normal. Do not get mad at yourself, because getting mad is just another distraction. So, when you get distracted, go back to what you were doing before getting distracted. After about 7 minutes, you will hear the gentle sound of the bell, which indicates the change of chakra. Then from the first chakra, you will pass to the second, which is located in the lower part of the abdomen, just below the navel. Then, from the second, you will pass to the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh, always doing the same thing, but with different music, depending on the chakra in which you are working. It is possible and probable that you will be able to perceive the first and the second chakras easily, while the third will be more difficult to perceive. As for the fourth and the fifth and the sixth, it will be much more difficult to be aware of it. The further you move away from the third chakra, the harder it will be to be aware of the higher chakras. This is because you live in the third chakra, so the chakras below these are easily perceived, while the higher ones become more difficult to be aware of. As for the seventh chakra, this is not really perceptible, because it is located outside the body, above the head. As for this chakra, you can use concentration. Concentrate on the highest point of the head in its center. In the same spot, yoga is used in the head position. This area is the size of a coin and has no bone. This zone is the communication zone between the left and the right hemisphere of your brain, which is why it is so important. In people, this area is completely blocked, so the left and right hemisphere do not communicate with each other, but are antagonists. Working on this point is very useful to unlock this block. When this block is unlocked, the left and the right side of your brain will stop being enemies of each other and will start working together to make your life more enjoyable. This meditation is not really easy, so the speaker recommends it to people who have experience in meditation and those people who have been doing cathartic meditations for some time. If you cannot perceive the chakras, you can focus on that area for the first few times you are practice this meditation. But you have to keep in mind that concentration in meditation can only be used for a short time. If after a few attempts you still cannot perceive the chakras, the speaker's advice is to change the type of meditation and after a few months try this meditation again. If you can only perceive some chakras and not others, you can use your imagination for the chakras you cannot perceive. Visualize in your mind the place of the chakra that you cannot perceive and work in your mind on this chakra. Again, the imagination is not meditation, but it can help you. Use your imagination for just a little while. Then try to perceive the chakras that you were unable to be aware of before using your imagination. If you still cannot perceive them after a while, do not worry. Continue to do this meditation, and with time and with the music, sooner or later you will be able to be aware of all the first 6 chakras, but use your imagination or concentration no more. When you have finished meditating on the 7th chakra, at the sound of the gentle bell, you lie down for about 10 minutes. That is, until the 3 bells sound, which indicate the end of the meditation. It's best to lie on the floor unless you live in a cold climate. If you live in a cold climate, lie down on a not too soft surface that is raised off the floor. The lying position should be done with the heels together and the feet apart. The body position must be straight, so no pillows. The hands are placed on the top of the other and are placed over the navel. Better to put your left hand under the right one. If the room where you meditate is not dark, it is better to cover your eyes with a black band. This is when it comes to body position, while internally, in this part of the meditation, you absolutely do not have to do anything. Doing nothing means accepting whatever happens inside you without identifying yourself with what happens, and above all, without judging what happens inside you. The meditation is over when you hear the bell ringing 3 times. Thank you for listening.